engagement. He's ahead now by a good 50 supply. Navi Baby K has to play defense now, but he's going for Gravitic Boosters, and I believe that's for the Warp Prism.
Observer?
Is that the Observer?
I believe so.
That's the Observer. Excuse me, guys. So he's getting Observer speed upgrade now, which is kind of an interesting upgrade.
I mean, that's nice in the late game.
It
gives
is kind
you
of
a
nice.
lot of good observation power on
However,
the field. And
do you think he can win this big battle, though, because he's so helplessly undermatched here?
Yeah, I don't know if he has enough, but he did spread out his Templar this time, so they did not all get EMP'd, and we got huge storms going down on Happy's army. And Happy is going to have to tuck tail and run pretty soon here, or he's going to lose everything. We got medevacs going down left and right. All the medevacs are down, and Happy just took some serious hits to his army right there. That is brutal.
And that's the power of the Psionic Storm. Unlike the first engage where Happy was able to kill off all those Templars with Storm, this engage he can't quite do it, and he ends up losing every last Marauder in his army, and Happy now is going to have to rebuild from scratch, and just like that, with the flip of a coin, the Protoss player is ahead.
Holy ghosts.
Yeah, that's a lot of ghosts.
That is a ghost.
We have a haunted house mansion over
right
here.
there. You and your haunted house ghosts.
That's what ghosts are, right?
Again, not in that sense. They're just like badass special ops guys with
I
don't
just view them all as
Don't the
Caspers.
ghost guns look kind of like the Ghostbusters ray
Exactly.
guns that they use?
Exactly.
They really do.
Dun, 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 dun.
Bankman. It's looking at me. Ray. So now he's 3-2, and he's caught up to Baby K almost. He's got armor 3 just about to finish, and you know you're getting into the super late game when you start seeing Protoss players get the shields upgrade.
Yeah.
We have shields 1 on the way right now for Baby K, and he's just building cannons everywhere. So he's really denying any kind of potential harass that could come from Happy, just putting up cannons all over the place. And you know, I hate it when Protoss players do that. It makes it so difficult to get those drops off and do the damage that you really need to do in the mid and late game.
You're also like to mention the little special thing that Protoss players can do is they can max out the armor, max out the shields, and then, like you always say, get that Guardian shield up, and then give wide coverage in terms of armor. And that, I think that negates the Marines and Marauders damage by 5 total.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a huge portion, especially when your army of Bio consists of dealing little bursts of damage from little mini units, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
It really negates the amount of damage you take.
I totally agree with you. And look what he's getting. He's getting your upgrade, man.
There we go.
We've got Gravatic Drive now.
Wait, so what is the other one? Gravatic Boosters?
Boosters for the for ops.
I should know this.
I mean, it's close enough, right? Like, no harm, no foul.
All right.
And he's gonna send that. He's gonna send that Warp Prism in probably to the back of the main or try and get at the production. I don't know where he's gonna go with that, but I love that Happy has taken the bottom right and the top left expansions. He has orbitals at both, and he's starting to just saturate them a little bit. He's expanding all over the place. He's actually ahead on bases right now.
He is.
You know, but Baby K has full map control in mid. He's just sitting in mid on his high horse. He's not worried about anything. There's virtually no map presence for Happy right now.
Well, you mentioned that Happy has many more bases, but Navi's the one who has better map control, right? And it's kind of counterintuitive because usually the player who has map control has more bases. So I'm really curious why Navi isn't exploring the expansions on the side. I really feel like you could do a lot of work there, but we do have a big engagement here.
Terrible engage for Baby K, I think.
Navi coming in here, and it's not the best, but the ghosts are all getting wiped out by the charge lots.
Oh my God.
And this is such a big battle. I
still think he's gonna win it. No, I think Happy's gonna win it, man.
Really?
Yeah, I think Happy's gonna win it.
Oh, it's gonna be close, man.
Oh my God, that's so many storms. Ugh. Well, I take that back.
Who's
that
gonna
was
win it?
disgusting, dude. That was like a electrical storm right there. Friggin' hurricane over the middle of the map, and it pretty much engulfed all of Happy's remaining units, and they will get taken out.
Storm,
if you will.
Yes. Well, that was really, really close. It could have went both ways, but Navi was able to eke out that win, and now he's going to be able to move to the bottom right and explore for expansions, and he's going to be happy to see, well, I don't know how happy he's going to be to see this, but he will be content to take it down immediately. In fact, he's got a pylon just chilling here, reinforcing more charge slots into that Chinese army, or Danish army, whatever you want to call it. And he's going to take out that orbital.
Yep, that orbital is going to go down almost immediately. And Happy not in a position where he can counterattack here. He has no presence on the map once again. And we see this happen over and over and over again. Happy builds up his army. He maxes out. He tries to do a push. Baby K collapses on him, crushes him in mid, reestablishes map dominance, and then you see Happy massing in his base once again at his little choke point. I mean, that's really... Happy has not been out on the map with an aggressive presence this entire game. But if we look at the banked minerals for both these players, Happy sitting at 1.6, 3.4K right now, and Baby K relatively broke.
You know, I would really like to see in the super late game, which is the present state of game we're in right now, for Happy to possibly think about making the switch from bio into utilizing a little more mech. Which is a more hardcore stable unit. Yes, it's hard for Terran to make that switch all the way, but I think some Thors infused with the army, possibly some Blue Flame Hellions, can be so effective against these charge lots. You know, Happy sticking with the mainly bio army, I feel like that could be bad.
I totally agree with you in regards to the Blue Flame Hellions. Thors, not so much. They don't really serve a purpose mixing in with a bio army. Trust me, I've played around with it a lot. Thors, in the early game, are great against gateway units in small numbers, but once they get surrounded by charge lots, they can kill them, but they just get rolled over by them, and they don't do enough damage rapidly enough to start getting those charge lots off the field. And Happy's going to try and engage once again here, and he has a ton of ghosts, so you know what he really needs? He needs to start using Cloak, and he needs to start sniping those Templar. That's really what he needs to start doing. And oh my god,
have a big engage here, but I don't know about Navi here. This looks like a bad position, and all of his charges are going to get EMP'd. So he will have to wait for another engagement. His Templar, some of them getting shot by EMP as well. Snipe going down. Happy is microing so well here, playing so patiently, and he's sticking on that high ground, man. So
he
smart.
Has great positioning, and he's just sniping so many charge lots. Great EMP going off right there, but those Templar still have a lot of energy, and they're going to start storming, but Happy once again doing a great job dodging that. He's just staying so aloof. He's moving his army the entire time, but now he's getting caught with some of those storms. More charge lots streaming in from mid. There's a pylon up in mid, so Baby K is basically reinforcing during the battle, and Happy just can't keep up with this kind of production. He's going to have to fall back to his main here. He does have some reinforcements, but how many gateways does Navi have or does Baby K have right now? Good lord, select all these. Shift click the ones in the back too.
Shift clicking.
Oh my goodness. 19?
Well, that's the advantage that Protoss has in battle, and they should always utilize this. Yeah,
man,
that basically means if you've got a pylon in the middle of the map, you can warp in 19 units, and you can make a bunch of stuff to reinforce right away. Whereas the Terran cannot. Where the Terran has to bring them and walk them across the map. And I think that was the reason why Navi was able to take that battle. Now he's got a huge force. Look at how many balls of Archons there are. Look how many charge lots and Templars and Stalkers.
Again, HD with the sexual connotations.
I'm not trying to make
Look at the balls of Archons.
They are balls, man.
I know, dude. You just can't help it. I love it.
Here we go.
EMP's going down on the Archons, but only one of them, and these Archons are just kind of having a field day right now. They're just charging straight through towards the main, but leaving his Templar in the back. They're going to get sniped here, and wow, Happy doing such a good job here. He's going to kill everything, and I don't think Baby K was anticipating this at all. He just lost all of his Archons. Great positioning from Happy right there. Baby K cannot be happy with that engagement.
Yeah, I don't think he's happy about that at all. I mean, he was going in there, he was so confident. He was like, I got balls, I'm going in. But it didn't work out too well.
Balls of Archons.
That time I was trying to make a sexual innuendo.
Balls of Archons.
But he had balls that time. But unfortunately, it didn't quite work out as planned. I think that all came down to Happy's incredible micro, falling back, using his EMPs.
Warp Prism's moving quick.
This Warp Prism is running for it, man.
That's like a jet prism, dude. I don't know what's
That's
going on.
what's up with the gravity
I rarely
boosters.
ever see that upgrade, but good lord, that thing's moving fast.
Is that as fast as a Phoenix?
No, I don't think so, but it's moving pretty quick. That's for sure. Check its move speed.
That's the Concorde, man.
Yeah.
Remember the Concorde?
Yeah, the flight of the Concorde.
Yeah.
For sure.
Pretty fast little plane right there. It actually got retired because it crashed too much.
And it was way too expensive to maintain. They would have had to charge like ridiculous amounts for those tickets in order for it to pay
may end up going down at some point here.
Oh, it will get spotted.
The Concorde's going down.
Was he scouting with that? Is it going to get taken out? Oh my god, it's going to get so low.
Big engage possibly in the middle of the map here, Pain User. Happy engaging with EMP shockwaves. The charge loss now running in. We hear the snipes going down.
Oh, no.
And what a battle. Navi has more storm ready to go, and Happy has to fall back.
Once again, he's falling back here.
So does Navi.
Just now starting to get the upper hand in this battle, and he's making quite the comeback here. Happy finally pulling ahead in supply, but I don't think
bad.
Oh god, he's going to get sandwiched in between those two forces.
Yeah.
That's absolutely horrible for him. That Archon is getting full AE into the center of that squad, and all of his units are going to go down here. And you know, I don't want to say that's all she wrote for Happy, but he's certainly in trouble here. And oh my god, that Warp Prism on the far side of the map, just patrolling around looking for Expos. Gonna get taken out by that Hero Marine.
Yeah.
Gonna take out the Concorde with his Gauss rifle. Well done, man. You just gave a huge victory to the Terran forces. He's about to lose that Expo right there.
British and the French will not be happy.
That's his last remaining Expo. He needs to mule up there because that's really his only extraneous expansion right now that has a full set of minerals and hasn't even killed the rocks.
It was funny because Happy, for a good majority of this game, had so many expansions around the map. Now he's only got one that's actually mining. He's really gonna start to Maynard those SCVs over. Let's see how many he's got idle. Not too many actually. I guess they're all working right now.
Are those just random High Templars strewn throughout the entire middle of the map?
Indeed they are.
Oh my god.
That's really smart because you can
smart.
feedback dropships that are moving around. You can storm packs of units.
Feedback ghosts.
Feedback ghosts.
Yeah, it's really good.
Intelligent play overall. And here's Navi coming into the left. I think he's well aware of the presence of this command center because he saw it with the Concorde, which went down. And he's going to go in here with the Stalkers and pick it off. Yeah, Happy has to float away.
Terrible for Happy. He can't afford to lose this. He needs to repair with those SCVs. I don't know why he just completely ditched out on it. That orbital's going to go down. And with that was his last remaining mineral harvesting command center with well, he didn't kill those rocks, so he hadn't floated it into position yet, but it was still absolutely necessary for him at this point. So now Happy feeling a bit of that pressure, feeling that he needs to get something done here or he's just going to fall farther and farther behind and ultimately lose this game by default. Is going to have to make a move here, and let's see what he does.
Yeah, you guys can see based on the income tab just how much less minerals and gas per minute that he's making right now because he's only got one base, whereas Navi Baby K's got two. And that's going to hurt him. He's going to have to get another expansion up. And like you said, Pain User, the pressure is on his shoulders now. It's kind of overhanging, telling him, hey, you better make something happen or you're going to lose the game. And he realizes that. He's kind of getting a little feisty in the middle, but it's still a very close game. If one wrong move could cost either of these players, we have a big engagement. Once again, the charge lot's getting right up in there. You hear the sniper fire going down, and Happy could actually have enough units to break through.
Man, Happy is just doing so well in these big fights. He's really microing phenomenally. I love his spreads. I love his EMPs. And yeah, he is getting down to the nitty gritty right now. I mean, he has a ton of gas banked up though. He's almost at 5K.
You know what?
Not really sure what he could do with that.
We just saw him switch to Mass Raven for like mass seeker missiles.
No, it wouldn't. He would just lose.
No, but it would be cool.
I mean, yeah, or Mass Nuke right now would actually be awesome. He already has all those ghosts out. Yeah. He can start nuking those expansions in the bottom right. And Tal'Darim, if we go to those expansions near the bottom right, the one in the mid, there's so many different angles you can actually nuke it from. It's not bad at all. Well. Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Yeah, I agree with you totally.
I've seen players use nukes on this map really effectively against Protons.
The SCV Caterpillar, the human SCV.
God, imagine if that got hit with like 2 storms or like ran into 3 Archons or something. That is a serious Congo line right there.
Yeah, I know. They're all butt following each other, and here they are
following
They're waiting for the orbital. They're waiting.
Of all the things you could have said.
Well, I was going to say the other thing, but then I was like, oh, we're live right now. I can't say that.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Well, here comes the orbital. It's going to land down. SCVs are happy.
SCV,
they're happy.
Go,
here we go.
SCV, good to go, sir.
Yeah.
I miss those old sounds from Brood War, man. All the units in Brood War just sounded so badass.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
We've Zerglings would hit buildings many times.
Zerglings,
yeah.
Super badass.
When they came out of the gateway, my life for Aya. What do they say now? What do they say now when they come out of the gateway?
I don't even know, dude. I don't even mess around with that nonsense. I've played like 3 games with Protons ever.
All right. Well,
I 4-gated every game.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
That's a viable strategy, sir.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing.
Here, look at these stalkers over here.
He needs more units to defend his expansions.
But I love what Navi's doing. He's only sending small packs to attack the expansions.
Dude, like, what is he thinking? Defending his last...
Oh,
no! Well, could have been worse, I think.
That's pretty
Could have been worse. Could have been worse.
A lot there.
Well, you know what I really love is that Happy's back in this. He's actually starting to mine off these 2 bases, and he might actually. Oh God, he just lost all those SCVs. That is such not a wise decision on his part to lose all those SCVs there and not send over a small group of Marauders. All he had to do there, as soon as he saw those Stalkers, he could have stimmed 5 Marauders, ran them over there with a medevac. He would have cleaned all those up, and he would have kept that expansion alive. And now we're going to have a huge engagement here. EMP is going down on everything, but I just don't think Happy has enough. There are so many charge lots, and they're just absolutely ravaging his army right now. Blink on top of everything. The Archon's getting into position, cleaning everything else up. Those medevacs will go down.
Well, I think. Well, here's the thing. I think Happy can win this battle, but I don't know if he can win the war. Look at how much resources he's got saved up.
He keeps winning battles.
Yeah, I know.
When I think he's like down and out.
I know, but he's only got 100 minerals saved up, right? He can't continue to fund this war effort. I really think Navi. Yeah, look at the reinforcements
there's the
coming
rest
in.
of his army. Yeah, there's the rest of his army. I was wondering when he was going to come with those reinforcements, and now, you know, Happy doing a great job microing this entire time, and continues with the reinforcements. He's bringing another army down, and this is just such an exciting game. I just wish Happy had some a solid foothold on a few expansions right now. If he had a solid foothold on a couple expansions, and he was really able to mine effectively here, supplies now 144 to 86. Happy just falling further and further behind here, and he only has 24 SCVs left, so he stopped SCV production quite a while ago, and he hasn't really done anything to replenish that, so he's just falling farther and farther behind now.
Yeah, I would love to see him stick in this game with a couple more expansions, but when you look at the game in general, he's had expansion after expansion attacked by Stalkers. He hasn't been able to defend them properly. Despite him winning battles in middle, winning StarCraft 2 doesn't necessarily come down to winning those big battles. It's about winning the economic war. And when you look at it from that perspective, Happy was not able to win the economic war. You can see he's starving right now. He doesn't have any resources. He has no gas intake at all. Not like he needs more gas, but his mineral intake is primarily supported by mules wherever they are. I think they're... Oh, there we go. We got some SCVs over there. So... He's got to think something up right now. He's got to figure something out. And I don't know, man. He's got so much gas. What can he do? We talked about nukes and Ravens.
I mean, yeah, he can add more ghosts in, and he can start nuking. I think that's it. I think more ghosts, more nuking, and with the loss of that expansion, might just... Oh, well, he kept the orbital alive, but he lost all those SCVs. How many SCVs is he actually down to now?
He was actually down to 12.
Oh, my God.
And half of them are over here at the Nexus.
Yeah, he's down to 12 SCVs now. And he's about to lose half
of them.
6 of those, and good lord, 6 SCVs, huh? Well, Happy needs to make something happen here. I don't know what he's waiting for. He's no longer mining. He knows that Baby K is mining. He knows that Baby K has multiple expansions still up and running. So, you know, the pressure's on. He doesn't have all day here. He's got to try and do something, and I think he's realizing that, and he's heading over to Baby K right now, and it looks like we might have our final engagement brewing here, and it could possibly go down in the near future.
Well, I would have to say either Navi... Well, Navi K has a chance, a possible chance...
Oh, is he going to get all those Templar?
Oh,
my God!
Oh, wow!
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, man.
That was still a sick EMP, though.
I know, dude.
That ghost in there, special tactics, White Raw style.
Oh, man.
Cloaks on in there. Almost gets it, but not quite.
A valiant effort, though, by Happy. I think that was a solid play by you, man. If you're watching this video, I was really impressed by that game.
Yeah.
The only thing really is like you said, Pain User, just defending the bases properly with a couple of Marauders and Marines. You could have held those command centers, and you would have stayed in the game for so much longer.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. But Happy did such a great job in all those big battles. I mean, just such impressive control with his bio army, dodging storms left and right, great EMPs throughout the game. Won a couple battles that I thought for sure he should have lost with really good positioning and really good micro. So, you know, if I think the huge factor in that game that caused him to lose was the fact that Happy wasn't willing to invest or commit resources to hold on to his expansions. If he had dropped a couple bunkers and a turret at each of those expansions on the far side, filled them up with a couple Marines, a Marauder or two.
You know what I think it was? I think he was being greedy, and he didn't build planetary fortresses.
That as well. He didn't build planetary fortresses. He was getting a little greedy, and he could have put a bunker and a planetary fortress. Why not? I mean, and a turret, you know? Two bunkers, a planetary fortress, and a turret. You load that up.
That might be a little overkill.
That is not going down. It is not going down.
Not.
And when you have that kind of money in the late game, why not drop it? you don't even need to fill the bunkers. I understand if you fill 2 bunkers completely that you're taking a lot of supply out of your army, but if the bunkers are there, first of all, it's going to scare him off, and then you're going to have a fallback bunker.
One unit to light up the lights in there.
Yeah.
And that scares the Protoss already.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
all right, well, that'll do it for game 1. Baby K will take that, and not to take anything away from Baby K, that was a very well-played game. I love how he, was splitting all of his Templar in the middle of the map. Just had great map presence and map domination throughout the entire game. Took him a little while to find a couple of those expansions in the bottom right. Like you said, he needed to go exploring to find the expansions, or go expansion exploring, and eventually he did, and he took those out, and there wasn't anything Happy could do about it.
All right, guys. Well, we have more games coming up for today. Don't forget, we have a game with Nesty. We have a game with Idra. We have a game with... Who else am I thinking of here? Pain User, help me out.
We got Destiny, Ash, Binsky, Idra,
Ash,
Nesty, and Kawhi Rice.
Yeah, there you go. So we got those games coming up. We're going to go to a quick commercial break, but while we're on commercial, check us out on Twitter. Ask us some questions, tweet us some questions, and when we come back, we're going to go ahead and answer them. Once again, that's twitter.com/HDStarcraft and twitter.com/PainUser. So don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be right back.
Adios.